Hello, everyone. I'm Amy O'Donnell, the Director of Communications at Texas Alliance for Life. Welcome to this week's TAL Update. I have an important topic to discuss: Vice President Kamala Harris's radical record on abortion. Let's dive right into it. Kamala Harris has a consistently troubling record when it comes to abortion. During her time in the Senate, she voted against several key pieces of legislation that aimed to protect unborn children and ensure the safety of women. One of the most significant votes was against the Born Alive Abortion Survivors Protection Act. This bill would have required healthcare practitioners to provide the same level of care to an infant who survives an abortion as they would to any other newborn at the same gestational age. Harris voted against this bill not once, but twice. Harris also opposed the Pain-Capable Unborn Child Protection Act, which would have banned abortions after 20 weeks of pregnancy, a point at which there is substantial evidence that unborn babies can feel pain. Her opposition to this bill is another indicator of her fanatical views on abortion. Kamala Harris's voting record also includes support for taxpayer-funded abortions. She has consistently backed legislation that would repeal the Hyde Amendment, which prohibits the use of federal funds for abortions except in cases of rape, incest, or when the mother's life is in danger. Removing this amendment would force taxpayers to fund abortions, a policy most Americans oppose. It's important to note that Harris's stance isn't just about voting against certain bills. As California's Attorney General, she took legal actions that supported Planned Parenthood and other abortion providers. Her office even raided the home of David Dalladin, the pro-life activist who exposed Planned Parenthood's practices involving fetal tissue. As an abortion crusader, it's not a surprise Harris has received the endorsement of Planned Parenthood, which has a long-standing history of eugenics and targeting low-income and minority populations with their facility placements. This kind of aggressive support for the abortion industry is alarming. It's clear that Vice President Harris prioritizes the interests of abortion providers over the lives of unborn children, the well-being of women, and the way that your tax dollars are spent. These are just her past actions. As Vice President, Kamala Harris continues to push for policies that expand access to abortion. She has been vocal in her support for the Women's Health Protection Act, which would effectively nullify many state-level pro-life laws, which represent the will of the majority voters who voted in the legislators and state leaders who passed those laws, including those we have fought hard to implement here in Texas. This brings us to a critical point. The upcoming election is about choosing the direction of our country on vital issues like the sanctity of human life. Harris's potential presidency poses a severe threat to the progress we've made in protecting unborn children and supporting women. We must continue to educate our communities about the importance of pro-life legislation and the radical positions held by leaders like Kamala Harris. We encourage you to share this information with your friends and family. Stay informed and active. Visit our website, texasallianceforlife.org, for more resources and ways to give and get involved. Together, we can make a difference. Let's stand firm for life and ensure our voices are heard. Thank you for joining us today. Tune in next week for another TAL update.